Nisha is ecstatic that I am making this video because I have had to tidy and clean this entire house. I'm going to take you through every piece of smart home equipment I am currently using to this day, starting in this room and then working my way around the house. I say this room, somebody pointed out the other day, you don't really live there, that's a green screen. He's half right. It's the same room. Ta-da! This is my music room and it is my pride and joy. I'm going to guerrilla style my way around this so you can expect some pretty shaky footage and some fairly terrible audio. This over here is a flick wireless button. And what I've set the flick up to do is to send a HTTP request to a Homey Hub, and the Homey Hub in turn changes this whole room from what you're seeing now, which is studio mode, into chill out mode. And how it works is the Homey Hub tells this Zigbee plug socket up here to go on or off, depending, which in turn turns these lights on and off. But the other thing it does, these GU10s up here are connected to a Philips Hue hub. And the Philips Hue hub changes these from a warm white to an ice white for filming. Then we've also got a LIFX strip above my wardrobe, which changes from purple to white. If I press the button now, you can see it in action. So lights go off, wardrobe goes purple, and the GU10s go to a nice warm white color, and I press it again, everything changes back again. I don't care what you say, that is flat out genius. My cabinet lights are connected to a AirSIRA Wi-Fi plug socket. That plug socket just goes on and off using either Google Home or She Not Be Named. This is the COLOLIGHT. I reviewed this on the channel. Someone saw it once and said, your room looks like a kid's bedroom. Shut up, jerk, I don't care. This is a Zigbee bulb from a company called AJAX. AJAX make these wicked retro bulbs, amongst other things. They also do the same thing in Wi-Fi. I am a big fan of that. Here you've got a LIFX bulb. I use LIFX for kind of like the key areas of lighting in the room because they're the most saturated in the market. I love their products for color. This is my STREAMDECK. The STREAMDECK is used for controlling my PC for Photoshop and various other bits of software, but check this out. This is the cleverest thing ever. That is my studio light button. So if I don't want to press my flick, I want to turn this stuff off from my desk. Ha! How cool is that? Over here we have my Google Home hub. I used this in place of She Not Be Named simply because I wanted to be able to see my Nest video doorbell quickly, and this was the quickest way to see it. You don't want to see that. This is a semi-smart Wi-Fi moon lamp. You bash it, it changes color. Because it's Tuya Smart Life based, you could also change its colors, switch it on and off, do all that stuff with Google Home and She Should Not Be Named as well. The LIFX beam is like nothing else on the market. It's not cheap, but seriously, you won't find anything else like that out there. If you can afford one, I can't recommend that enough. This is the JBL Pulse 4. I am a massive fan of this thing. It doesn't just look pretty, it sounds unbelievable for a Bluetooth speaker. Again, not the cheapest Bluetooth speaker you'll ever find, but you get what you pay for. I'm gonna get another one. It's on its way, it'll be here in a couple of weeks. That's gonna go over there. They'll be stereo paired, and that's what the Google Home speaker will actually be playing through. The music will come out of those things instead. This is my ROBOROCK vacuum. Without this thing, my floor would never be clean because I do not clean it. The ROBOROCK, again, I've reviewed it on this channel. I can't recommend that thing enough. It is an absolutely awesome piece of kit. This over here is my electronic drum kit, which has some fairy lights on it, connected to a Wi-Fi plug socket from SMARTTHINGS. And this is my absolutely gorgeous lightsaber. If you're looking at me thinking, you rich bastard, I'm not rich. I get a lot of very, very cool birthday presents from the best woman on the planet. And it's not a real lightsaber. Look, it's got an LED strip behind it. Again, the LED strip is just connected to my SMARTTHINGS plug socket so that when I switch this room on, all of these things simultaneously come on, and when I switch it off, all of them go off. That happens because of this. This is a light switch from LIGHTWAVE RF, which is an absolutely magical piece of kit. If I switch this off now, the whole room will go off simultaneously. How cool is that? Let's go look at another room. So this is the bedroom where all the magic happens. Wait, is that a sex thing? And this is a RF-enabled light switch from a company called HomeEasy. They don't make these anymore because HomeEasy totally went bust, which is a massive shame because it's a beautiful, beautiful switch and it's super reliable. I control that using my BROADLINK RM Pro. Over here is a JBL Link Portable, which is my Google-based speaker, and I can do things like this. Hey Google. Netflix and chill. Wait, is that a sex thing? I did that gag already. That is the blind lowering via Tuya Smart Life Wi-Fi. That is the curtains closing via Z-Wave thanks to my homie downstairs. They are my rear lights, which just came on via the BROADLINK RM Pro thanks to an RF socket under the bed. The mains lights just went off thanks to the BROADLINK RM Pro controlling those using RF. It switched the projector on, the NVIDIA Shield on, and now we should have Netflix for not sex purposes. I'll just switch this light back on. The NVIDIA Shield actually played a part in that, bizarrely enough, because this thing is being used as a HTTP server to tell the BROADLINK RM Pro to switch on when my homie is instructed to do so. So the NVIDIA Shield is actually acting as a go-between between my homie and my BROADLINK RM Pro. Over here we've got some Tuya Smart Life based Wi-Fi sockets. You can't buy these anymore either, which super sucks because they're really pretty and they work really well. Hey Google. Turn the fan on. Awesome. And this Xiaomi button is for late at night when Nisha's trying to sleep and I don't want to speak to Google Home. I can hold it down and it switches the rear lights off so that when she's getting sleepy and she says, babe, can you turn the lights off? I can do that. This is the spare room in here. Nope. It's an absolute dump. To be honest though, there is actually one thing. This is where I keep my Philips Hue light switch remote control, and it does actually control a Zigbee bulb up there. Over here we've got the bathroom. You would think there would be no automation in the bathroom, wouldn't you? You'd be wrong. Look. Light up toilet. Super cheap. Again, if you're interested in those things, they're in the description. I love them to bits. Down here we've got quarantine corner where we keep all our parcels for 48 hours in case they're diseased. This is the living room. So turn the living room on. Okay, Philips Hue spots came on at the front. We've got an AJAX LED strip at the back, which works with my Philips Hue. The projector is warming up, which was turned on by BROADLINK RM Pro, which is down here. There's the BROADLINK RM Pro, next to the worst device in the universe. These are LED candles that are infrared based. The BROADLINK RM Pro turned those on as well. And then finally, you've got a light switch over here, which is another RF based switch from ZemiSmart. That was turned on by the BROADLINK RM Pro, which is why those lights there came on. The Xbox came on as well for gaming purposes. And then finally, you've got to the Homey Hub. The Homey Hub is the thing that is controlling almost all of this stuff. It is the brains of the operation, but I don't recommend it. The reason I don't recommend it is because I do not like the company that makes it. They are ignorant to your requests, they're ignorant to your problems, they kill services off without telling you. If you want a device that does all this, I recommend the Hubitat. I have one of those too, but I just never have the time to swap everything over because I'm too busy making these videos. This is both a dining room and a study and a zoo. Nisha has the gerbils down here right now, keeping her company while she's studying for her masters. Turn the dining room on.
Okay.
So little tree lights come on, the main lights come on, those lights come on. There are RF-based interactions there, all three of them, thanks to this Home Easy light switch receiving an RF signal from the BROADLINK RM Pro, a socket down there and a socket down there. We also have this. Ask Soma to open the blind.
Okay.
That's going to open super slowly. Nisha's been laughing at me for this quite a lot recently because I've only just started using it again. The slowness of it is quite amazing. Down here we've got a Bosenic RoboVac. I reviewed this on the channel quite some time ago and it's still going strong. Really, really good vacuum cleaner. And mop, in fact. The gym's not got much going on really. I've got a Tuya Smart Life Wi-Fi switch here, so I can say, turn the gym main light on.
Okay.
There you go. And then over here, I've got my Amazon Echo Studio, which is totally overkill for this room, but I just had nowhere else to put it. And I did have this wall light here, looking all shiny and sexy and brilliant, until the socket that I had it plugged into went pop. And I don't know why, so I need to get an electrician to look at that so that it doesn't zap me with 240 volts again. I did also have this thing at some point, which was for a switch bot, because I had a normal light switch here that the switch bot was flicking. That was pretty genius, but not quite as smart as having an actual proper smart Wi-Fi light. That's the gym done and dusted. There's one more thing to show you, and we're done. Next video over. That's it. Congratulations, you have seen Paul Hibbert's smart home.
That's not the ultimate smart home. I've got a better smart home.
Shut up, nerd. I kid, of course. Honestly, I fully appreciate this is actually a reasonably accessible and easy to put together smart home. That's kind of the point of this channel. Have a look around my videos if you're new to this. I will teach you how to do all of this stuff because that's what I do. If you have ideas as to what more I could be automating in this house, please let me know in the comments section. I would love to talk to you guys. I want to talk more about what you guys plan to do with your smart homes. If this has given you any ideas, talk all about it down there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These amazing people here are my patrons from Patreon. They paid for a lot of stuff that you've seen today, and I can't thank them enough. Without them, there would be no channel. If you want to be one of those guys, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I'll love you forever. These are my social medias, my Facebooks, my Twitters, and my Instagrams. Come and hang out there, and we can be best friends. See you next time. I kid, of course. I fully appreciate this is not the that's it for this week. If you want to a double I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm drunk. I haven't had anything to drink. I've had none of the pleasure of getting drunk. I'm just talking rubbish.